Hey, penny stock billionaires. Today I want to talk to you about Visibility Group VSBY VSBGF. Some people have been saying that I'm trying to knock the stock down. I'm bad mouthing the company, that I'm saying the company is a scam. And is it a scam? I don't know. I think this stock is worth, or should be worth, at least $3 plus. I think the stock legitimately could be trading at $3 plus. Why is it not trading at $3? Why did the stock crash? Ridiculous, dropping 25% in price just the other day. Quite frankly, it is a problem of the CEO and the board of directors. And here's what it comes down to. Let me give you a couple of little background. I got involved with the stock when it was 17 cents about 18 months ago. Wall Street Reporter, we gave him a massive audience. Volume started going up. The stock went to a high of $2 back in October, so a couple months back, right? So we had a 12x plus 1,200, 1,300% increase, what have you. They raised millions of dollars as a result of the increase in price. But here's the thing. This company seems to constantly do their financing in the most, incompetent way possible, if I can put it to you that way. They do it at the last minute in the depths of summer when nobody's around, where the markets are at very weak, and they always seem to kind of put the promotion on pause or stop it right beforehand. Here's what's going on. So we have, after the stock went to $2, shortly thereafter we renewed the contract. Then all of a sudden, Jay, the CEO, stopped kind of promoting the stock with us. He started using some fucktard service. Greasy George. I think he had some other people, and the stock has been going straight down since then. But things have really accelerated with the recent financing. They just did a financing below the market, 30 cents with a warrant. 4th of July week, market's very weak, and this is the worst time ever to do a raise. And by the way, he also said they would not be doing a raise. So that is potentially. Is that securities fraud? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but if you say that you're not raising capital, then you raise capital, there might be some liability there. So that's a serious issue. Look, I want the stock to do at least $3 because I own a ton of stock. Okay, I own a ton of stock from an option exercise, and I fully believe it can be trading at $3. And here's a big thing. Some people have been saying that, I'm using mass shootings as a, what am I saying? I'm saying something to stock with. Some people are very stupid on social media. They don't understand. Here's what I'm trying to say. Visibility's security AI solution, one of the things that it's really designed to do is basically identify a potential, suspicious activity, potentially a mass shooter. It's able to identify suspicious objects, but also sentiment. It's very deep AI stuff, or at least that's what they're telling us, right? They have some government contracts, from what I understand. There's some serious partnerships, by the way. So I don't think this company is bullshit. There's some serious partnerships. Fortune 500 companies. I think they're involved with some governments. This is a legitimate company as far as I know, right? Now, their technology really could be used to prevent a lot of these mass shootings that you're seeing happening in the U.S., right? And I'm calling it a pure play on mass shootings, right? I know it sounds not tactful, what have you. You know what? I'm not the most diplomatic, most politically correct guy on the planet, but Jay, the CEO of the company, he's an articulate guy. He's a presentable guy, right? Right now, this guy should be going every, news show, talk show, what have you. They got 3 PR firms. What are their PR firms doing? Why is he paying 3 PR firms? They're not doing anything, right? These guys should be booking him on every show where he can be going on and saying, hey, this is a technology that could prevent these shootings. We had a shooting in the Highland Park. We had the the Prime Minister of Japan was just killed today or yesterday, right? That guy could have been identified by VSBY's AI technology, right? Why are they not doing it? Why are they not doing it, right? I don't get it. It is this. They're really missing out. Not only are they missing out on a massive opportunity, because the stock could be running if they were promoting it the correct way, but also, you know what? I hate to say it, but Jay has blood on his hands. I mean, the board of directors has blood on their hands. Why? Because if their technology was being used, if they were promoting the technology, they would be saving potentially thousands of lives right now. And they're not. Why? Are they lazy? I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the answer is, but they should be out there promoting the stock. The promoting the AI security application. Look, I've been pushing the company, and look, I'm on your side because I'm a shareholder, right? I want the stock to go up. And back in March, after the company was not putting out news for weeks. They were putting out news flow. All of a sudden they stopped back in February, March. The stock started dropping because of that, right? And I put out some tweets saying, hey, you gotta start promoting. You need to start putting out news. You got plenty to talk about. There is no excuse for VSBY not to be putting out news on a regular basis. They have plenty of stuff to talk about. Okay, plenty. They got like how many different operations? They got the AI, the security business. They got the store business. They got the coolers. I mean, these guys, they got the Austin GIS, right? Each of those businesses has multiple developments going on each week, which they could be talking about. That's called transparency. Why are they not doing it? Why? I think maybe because they're incompetent. Why is Jay paying 3 PR firms for doing nothing? I think it's a waste of shareholder resources. I mean, look, you know what? A lot of people say, oh, Wall Street Reporter, this guy, he's just angry or he's bitter or whatever it is, and he got lucky with these stocks that went up. And listen, it's very simple. If you look at the volume, look at price charts of stocks when we get involved and when Wall Street Reporter is no longer involved, right? You see an increase in volume when Wall Street Reporter is involved. You see the volume dry up when Wall Street Reporter is no longer involved. And usually the prices also go up when Wall Street Reporter.com is involved. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. Maybe we do something correct. Maybe we're the best in the business. I hate to brag. I think I'm the best stock promoter in the world today. I mean, I hate to brag. It's not like, I mean, the market tells you how it is. I mean, how many times do you see stocks increasing 50%, 100%? Well, 100% hasn't happened lately, but 50% just on the day when a company announces that they signed with Wall Street Reporter. Just on a press release, companies announcing they signed with Wall Street Reporter, you see stocks bouncing up 50%. Why is that? I mean, it's not me telling you, it's the market telling you. Just look at what's going on. But anyway, look, as soon as I started posting this, everybody was saying, oh, this guy's a hater, he's bitter, or whatever it is. Sure enough, a week later, VSBY starts putting out news every week. Once a week, they were putting out news. Why? Because, I had to, give them a little push. Look, this is just tough love. I think they have some great people there, and I just want them to maximize their full potential. I want Jay, I want the board of directors, I want all their employees to maximize their full potential, to live up, to be all they can be. If they're not, I mean, listen, Jay, if you're watching this, if you're not maximizing that stock price, getting out there on all the talk shows, talking about how, your AI can be saving the lives, can be preventing these mass shootings, you know what? You're letting the shareholders down, you're letting your family down, you're letting your country down, and you're letting yourself down. I mean, you're not going to have another opportunity for potentially a massive run like this. I mean, this stock could be, I believe, in my opinion, a $3 to $5 stock based on the possibilities. If this company maximizes its full potential, I think that's where it could be. By the way, I'm not making any kind of promotional statement or stock price projections or anything here. We're not a promoter of the stock. I'm not a paid consultant to the company right now, so I hope the Canadian authorities are not going to mind me making these statements. I know they're very sensitive about the over promotion, as they call it. But look, I'm just here to make Canada rich. I'm here to create the capital gains taxes, which pay for, which pay for fire departments, police, pay for all the salaries out there, pay for roads. That's what we're doing. We created billions of dollars in shareholder value in the last few years for Canadians, for Americans, which has helped make people's lives better. So bottom line is this. This is a stock that should be trading higher, and the reason it's not trading higher is 3 reasons. One, the company is not promoting properly, not with the right places. They're not talking about the AI security, which they should be. It's a pure play on the AI security. They're not putting out press releases, which they should be, and they're doing fucktard financings right now in the middle of the summer without market support. That's why they're doing it at 30 cents. Where they could have been doing it at $1 to $1.50, $2 plus, right? By the way, you want to hear something funny? I'll tell you about one of my biggest losers ever. Taser. Does anybody remember Taser? That's a stock that I think we did an interview. Actually, I did that interview myself with the CEO of the company. I was definitely in the room. I think one of our analysts did it. Or I was in the room when it happened. And Taser, I think the stock was either 50 cents, $2 at the time. And everybody thought it was a scam on Wall Street. The Taser thing, you shoot whatever, everybody knows what that is now. Everybody knows, right? I thought it was a scam. I met these guys, the CEO of the company. I thought the guy was a goofball. His father was the chairman. I thought that guy was a scammer, quite frankly, honestly. I was completely dead wrong. Why? Because that stock went to, I think it was $200 a share recently. Now, it did take, 18 years, maybe 18 years, I think 17 years, however long it was. But it went from like 50 cents to $200. Now, of course, it went from that 50 cents to $20 or $40, if I remember, within a year or so. But then, these things have roller coasters and that type of thing happens. But why am I telling you about Taser? I completely forgot about the story. I only remembered it because I actually met a guy who knew that family. I think the guy was named Smith or something. Yeah, boy, was I wrong about those guys. I mean, those guys are like the Forrest Gumps, real life Forrest Gumps. Okay, I mean that thing went from 50 cents to $200, right? Now, I believe VSBY could be the same thing. I mean, they have it's a security technology, right? It's much more effective. I think the whole Taser thing is bullshit. I think it's a big scam. I mean, either cops should be using guns or, I don't know, pepper spray, whatever. This Taser thing is a bunch of bullshit, in my opinion. But hey, that's just me, right? Anyway, look, here's the thing. The stock took off, and the company took off because they were promoting it relentlessly on media, okay? They were using media to promote that stock. Why is VSBY not doing it? I guarantee you VSBY has a lot more resources today than Taser had back then, okay? So this is a complete joke, and they need to get to work, all right? So I've wasted enough time on this. See you later, retards.